Alright, so here's the twin turbocharged, all aluminum, big block 1969 Chevelle. Gonna walk around the car and give you a real nice idea of what it looks like from a bunch of different angles. It's got a all aluminum 509 twin turbo big block with a Mike's 2-speed glide, gear vendors, Fab 9 rear. Paint's really bitchin'. All new chrome, all new trim, all new glass. Obviously, all new rubber rims, suspension. It's got 6-piston Willwoods. Some big 6 pistons in the front, ATS spindles with all Global West arms. Let's take a look at what's under the hood. Alright, here's a peek under the hood. We went ahead and made some custom inner fender wells, fabricated all stainless headers and exhaust. Got the V-band connections on the air cleaner outlets. All the vacuum lines and reference lines are done in stainless hardline. It's got a twin injector per cylinder. So the primary run you run on 8 injectors, and then when you get into boost, it'll section another 8 injectors for 16 injectors. So it drives around really nice because it's only on 8 small injectors. It's all been, you know, everything is all kind of mechanical fabricated look. Intakes hand fabricated, valve covers hand fabricated, all TIG welded. You can see some of the TIG welds all over the motor itself. Those are some blow off valves. We went ahead and hardlined all the fuel regulation in the back. It's got 2 sets of regulators. It's got its own fire system for the engine bay, so those are the nozzles right there. Even the valve cover breathers are vented to their own cans that go through into the fender well. They're drainable. All billet brackets. The water lines, all the water lines we've hand fabricated out of aluminum coming up to the radiator here. It's a really clean setup. It's got a big aluminum Ron Davis radiator with twin 16-inch fans. Got twin air-to-air intercoolers. One's right there. One's right there. Car runs cool on a hot day. It's really a super clean car. Chevelle. This is actually a for sale video. Wife says it's gotta go. So making a little video for you guys to enjoy. If you know if anybody's interested in it, give me a call. It's really a well put together car. As you can see, I mean, it pretty much show you guys the undercarriage also, so you can go ahead and see where the intercoolers are coming out from the bottom of the bumper there. You've got your two air feeds and really nice size air cleaners, so you're getting fresh cold air from underneath the bumper. There's a shot of where the intercoolers reside, two air-to-air intercoolers. It's got all Hotchkiss sway bars, Hotchkiss upper and lower control arms. It's got an ATS spindle, QA1. Alright, so here's a shot of the rear suspension. You can see the dual fuel systems running up. It's a Fab 9 rear, all braced. You can stainless hard lines in the rear end. Adjustable QA1s. It's got a real 4-link in it. All solid heims. Big boy solid heim. All completely adjustable rear suspension. Nodular center section. Again, disc brakes in the rear with the e-brake assembly. And there's all the fuel pickups and feeds for both fuel rails, the fuel senders. The fuel pumps are actually located in this stainless Rix tanks. So you got two Aeromotive fuel pumps inside of the tank. Of course, we got to have a little rubber on the inside of the wheel well here, and you know you can charge. There's some charging posts on that side. Get a good view of the rear sway bar there. So all in all, it's a nice piece. Good amount of transmission cooling. View of the interior. It's got a really nice race shifter, trans brake and overdrive. So the 2-speed is actually a 4-speed with the gear vendors. So on the interior, this is kind of nice because you've got tilt. So the steering wheel tilts. And Greg, the owner, he's 6'7", so it also telescopes. So you can pull the steering wheel out, pull it in, and it just locks with the horn mechanism. Horn works. Kind of a view of the dash there. Got your gauges and everything you need to know there. Here's your fire system for inside the car. There's your little nozzle for the inside of the car. Recovered some racing seats so they're a lot more comfortable. 5-point harnesses with cam locks. It's got power windows. Let's get a look at how we've hardlined we went ahead and put an adjustable proportioning valve in the rear here so you can adjust your bias. Fire system inside the car, so if you ever get in trouble you can pull the pin and you're not going to burn up. It's a nice view of the clamps that we've mounted to the cage and the hard line going to the fire system.
Feels pretty tight for a race car for the street, huh? I mean, shit, I could drive this daily for sure. Yeah. It's that mellow. Really nice instrumentation. I mean, you just barely put your foot into the throttle and the car's just boom up. It's pretty crazy when you do a turbo big block, how it just, I mean, just any kind of throttle and it comes up on boost and you're just, you know. It's actually
This is a view of the motor here. 1870 horsepower. Again, all aluminum, Brodix block, Brodix heads, sheet metal intake, dual injector per cylinder, forged crank rods, pistons, stainless headers, electromotive engine management system, 72 millimeter turbochargers. It's got some tile wastegates, billet march setup. Some Budnick rims. It's even got you know, some sticky Budnicks for the back, and then we've also got some road race. So it comes with 2 sets of rims, some sticky boys when you want to hook it up, and then when you want to go around a corner, it's also got some 19-inch Pirellis in the back. So here's a cool shot of the 1870 horse all aluminum big block twin turbo Nelson beast. So there's the trunk. You've got dual batteries, aluminum boxes. It's got a Rick's stainless tank. There's 2 fuel pumps mounted inside this tank. There's your fuel sender. Cage is tied through into the back there. You've got an on-off kill here. Don't want anybody to steal the car. Kill all the power to the car. There's also remote charging underside the car here. So you can charge the battery from underneath the car right there. A nice little rubber on the bottom of the car. All right. It's just a very clean car. And this car makes 11s good. So let's do it. This thing comes out of the hole nice. Makes 11s good.
8th throttle is getting rid of the tires. This thing is bad ass. Beyond that, listen to the blow-offs.